stuck on it until if anybody else present the gospel a different way, we're quick to say that's not God. If anybody presents the gospel, those of us who are in this particular, and as far as I'm concerned, see, I thank God I've been delivered from all of that, because I'm at a point where I don't care what people say. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't care, because as long as I know the truth and as long as I know who I am and I have a relationship with God, that's fine with me. But we have allowed traditionalism and we have allowed legalism to come in, and self-righteousness and all of these things, our arrogance and egos, to take over, so that now we feel like we have the right to tell people when they've heard from God or not. We feel like we have the right to tell people that, you know, if you're not doing it this way, then it's wrong. We have the right to tell people, well, you know, you got to do this and you got to do that, or God ain't gonna hear it. You know, if you're not this, if you're not that, and I don't know where we get all this stuff from. We cannot continue to make up stuff as we go. You know, and the thing that is really, really breaking my heart is that there are people out there who sincerely want Christ.
Yes. Who
sincerely have a void. But when we do bring them in, what we do, we throw church at them.
Exactly.
And we shove religion down their throats. But we're at a point now in our ministry where it's not about that. We cannot continue to keep doing the same thing over and over and over. God himself told the Hebrew children, you've been around this mountain long enough. Turn and take your journey. They had to leave there. Mm-hmm. They had to leave a certain place and continue on with the journey. You cannot get stuck, not with God. You can't get stuck. Now, you can be stuck on God.
Come on in the house of the God and preach.
But you cannot get stuck with God. You have to ever progress.
Yes.
He is a progressive God. We cannot use 19th century strategies to reach a 21st century world.
No, we cannot.
It's not going to work. Everything is progressing. Everything is going to a higher level, and we're still stuck in an 18th century church. Ain't gonna work. So when revelation comes forth and says, don't do that anymore. I'm not in that anymore. I'm over here. And then we go over here, and the first thing we want to do is tear it down.
Yes.
With our words. It's tear it down.
You know, Pastor D, how often have we had friends and associates that we used to, you know, hang out with, or that we used to enjoy being around, and we'll go back, and we haven't seen those friends in a number of years, and we'll go back and see them again, and they're still doing the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, we've now had new experiences, and we've gone on and started enjoying different things. And,
absolutely.
And all they want to do is go to the same place they've always been going, the same way, and all of that. And you recognize, you know, okay, how did this person get stuck? Well, actually, the church is right there. God is saying, okay, look, I've moved on to another place, and you're still wanting to do the same thing that I was doing last year.
Last year, yeah.
And you're wanting to do, you know, and God says, look, I'm through with it. It was effective for its time, but I need to show you a new part of me. I've gone on into this place.
Yes.
It's not that he's changed, it's that he's advanced, and we need to advance with him.
He's trying to get us to advance.
Absolutely.
And we keep staying stuck.
Yes. Well, Pastor D,